Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless. Want the best for your dog? Then see Yitka, owner at Vita Canis, specializing in aromatherapy products for dogs and their owners. Here at Vita Canis, we help you to naturally and organically improve the health and happiness of your dog. Check out the website, www.vitacanis.co.uk. You can also find us on Instagram.
Left the snap from the petrol. Mr. Trap Rap No Bizzo from the mud to the tub. And I'm rocking out with Queen Silvy and Tim. You know.
Welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. Tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you running like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show with the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show. 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 It's the Queen Silvy Show.
Hi, this is Joe Mass. You are listening to the Queen Silvy Show. You are now part of the royalty.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, this is Smooth Tim, and welcome to another terrific Tuesday on the Queen Silvy Show. I am so happy you're here with us, and it is now my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the world's sexiest grandy, everyone's favorite comedian, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy.
That's right. It is me, Queen Silvy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this world today. Thank you for tuning in on this terrific Tuesday, the Queen Silvy Show. You are so in for a treat today. Smooth, how are you?
As I said before, I am doing terrific, and you are looking terrific yourself, Queen.
Thanks. You supposed to say, and how am I? I was waiting to say it.
Oh, I got to set it up.
Oh, yeah.
That's all part of the routine. Okay. And Queen, how are you doing today?
Well, actually, as always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious. I suppose it's
That's right.
24/7, 365. Yes. Queen Silvy, you just are simply
I know.
amazing.
Amazing. Oh, stop.
Yes, you are.
You are telling the truth. I am amazing. But you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing, as well as the amazing lineup of guests and announcements for today.
You know what? With that was a little bit too much of a caller. Scam. Scam wanted to call into the show already. Sorry, Scam.
Wants
We're
to
not
talk to
accepting
our
calls
guests.
quite yet. With over 20 years experience and mesmerizing skills, rather, meet and enjoy the sounds of our multi-talented guest, Mike Williams on sax. That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
Also, let's say that our hearts and prayers are going out to the world. I see there's a lot of tragedy going down south. A lot of things going on in other parts of the world. We're still dealing with the epidemic, and hey, we're thinking about you. We're praying for you.
Absolutely.
You're in our thoughts. Also, if you'd look at the top of the screen, you'll see scrolling some information about our social media contacts, as well as how to get onto the Queen Silvy Show's Friends Club. Why, might you ask?
Because I said so.
That's one reason. The other is because we give away free gifts and we have monthly drawings. So, hey, if you'd like to get yourself set up for a monthly drawing prize, get yourself at the contact page. Also, if you'd like to be a participant in Sylvia Mid, which I believe will be starting again after the first of the year.
Oh, yes. Better
And
prizes.
that's also cash prizes.
Yes.
So, hey, we just like giving things away.
I love paying it forward and
That's our
giving things away.
problem.
Need a turkey.
Need turkey. We still have
Christmas.
turkeys.
I'm like, hey, you need a turkey? Come on.
Anyhow, hey, because you are worth it, absolutely. Foxy 5 Jewelry. It is sassy, fashionable, elegant, affordable jewelry, and you can get your hands on it by contacting Monica Wright on Facebook and or go to her at www.foxy5jewelry.com.
That's right.
Also, another way to keep up with us and the multitude of shows that we're into is to go to our YouTube page. Just simply type in The Queen Silvy Show on YouTube, and that'll take you into all the content that we're involved in, as well as some movies, things like this. So it's a lot of fun. Jump on that YouTube page, please. Be a subscriber. Also, how your lawn looks says a whole lot about you. So why not put your lawn care into the hands of a professional who really cares? That is Top Notch Lawn Care of Toledo, Ohio. They do commercial and residential services all year long. So go ahead and call or text them for a free estimate at 419-708-0005.
Get yourself connected.
Get yourself
You come
hooked
from
up.
Texas, and now we're here in Ohio, and believe me, I'm going to utilize their services.
Yeah,
when
you know
that
what's
snow
up? I'm
hit.
sitting there thinking now we deal with snow. The only thing we had to deal with is cutting our grass.
That's right. And I didn't have to even worry
How
about
things
that.
change. How things change.
But you know what? It is what it is because we aim to bring the best of live entertainment talents and topics from around the world to you, as well as resources. So come aboard, if you will. And by all means, we are serious about Sylvia Men next year. Oh, the prizes and the different games is phenomenal. But listen, before we begin, I want you to know that the phone lines are open. You're more than welcome to call in, ask our guest a question, give a shout out, or holler at Smooth and myself. The number is 817-602-0577. That's the number to the Queen Silvy Show. Before I get into my conversation with my guest, what I'd like to do at this moment is I'd like to share some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. You know, getting the most out of life isn't about how much you keep for yourself, but how much you pour into others. You know, there's nothing more beautiful than someone who goes out their way to make life beautiful for others. I say, 'tis the season for love and kindness, and 'tis the season for unity. And those are some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. Keeping it short and sweet and to the point. And listen, happy holidays to you. Happy holidays can be any day, every day. Merry Christmas to you. Happy birthday. Listen, all of that is every day for me. Every day is my birthday, sweetest day, Christmas, Mother's Day, all of that. Make the most of your day today and each and every day. Don't let the calendar just tell you that this is a day to call someone. This is a day to give a gift or to give a card. Come on. You can do that
Queen,
every day. Be kind.
I need to say something. Now that I'm looking at the screen, it's the bottom of the screen that has our information.
Oh,
It's
so
the
you
other
played
show
you
that has
played
it.
me. Okay, you had me going like this. at the top of the
That's why I
screen.
switch it up with the different shows.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like,
so-
so you
oh,
never
okay,
know
so
where
it's
things are
down
going to quite
here.
be. Keeps everything unique and mysterious.
I like that. That's okay. Hey, but getting it on,
Speaking of unique,
that was cute.
speaking of unique,
Yes,
Queen,
Unique is my guest with over 20 years experience and mesmerizing music skills. Currently bringing holiday cheer while promoting the release of his new holiday EP entitled 15 Minutes of Christmas. From the Glass City, right here, Toledo, Ohio, I've introduced to you multi-talented inspirational saxophonist, Mike Williams on the sax. Hey, Mike.
Good morning, good afternoon.
That's
Hello,
right.
hello, everybody.
I have 3 cameras on me, and I always go good morning,
Huh?
good afternoon, good evening, different times around the world. So we
I love
represent,
that.
and we do that well. Well, you know what, Mike? I am so honored to have you on the show today. Your name has been flickered all in my ears, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go and find out who this guy is, and I find you to be, I'm going to give you one of my words, amazing.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank
Yes. Mike Williams on the sax is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness.
So you
Oh,
are originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
So from my is it,
Queen
they
City-
call
the
that
the Queen City.
They call it the Queen City. You got it.
Are you serious?
I kid you not.
I didn't
the
know
Queen
that.
you didn't know
City.
that? Oh, it's a beautiful
Yeah,
city.
513.
Yeah.
All right, represent. Well, you know what? Out of my homework, I didn't even know that. But would you agree with me on the fact that you were probably born with music in your blood?
I was, but didn't know it.
When did you find out?
After a blood test?
Yeah, we went and ran that.
Excuse me, sir, but you have music.
Yeah, I know.
Not that, my God.
I like that. That's a good one.
Wow. So one of
High
my
five.
grandmother, it was right before I turned 10, and she really pushed my parents to get me involved in music because she believed that it stimulates the brain.
Absolutely.
And so that was one of her huge initiatives. And so that's kind of, I guess, that first initial push. And after that, later on, I found out, oh yeah, it is running in the family. And
Well,
my-
you know
my-
what? You just probably didn't want to accept it. You know how some people know or see a potential in the person, and that person has to be the one to realize it. But with
Oh,
Dad
absolutely.
and your brother playing the drums,
the drums.
you should have
Oh,
said,
yes.
I have 8 brothers and sisters, and this is how I knew just what music can do for you. With 8 siblings, and my mom would say, go outside and play. And we live in the ghetto, so go outside and play is tricky. But when you take some sticks and fix some sticks and make some, or walk on cans and make sound and music and just listen. We
yes.
used to come together and do it. Temptations ain't got nothing on Stickney 419.
Okay, wait a minute.
Say. But with you, I don't know if it was 5th grade or whatever.
Yeah.
Your dad and your brother played the drums. You're currently
Yes.
playing the saxophone, but that wasn't the first thing you got into. Tell
It
me
was
about that.
not. So I think what kind of happened is I was young, and I would always watch my dad. He practiced for hours upon hours every day, and so I would sit there and watch him. And so I think I was kind of on the sideline and kind of wanted to get out there. And so the timeline, the official timeline was I started with classical piano first, and then because that was from the push from my grandmother, and then shortly after that, like just a matter of months, started singing with the Cincinnati Boy Choir. So I was working on vocal. And then finally in 5th grade, we got to band class where everyone had to choose an instrument, and percussion was the first thing gone. And I wanted to be a drummer so bad. I wanted to be a drummer just like my dad and brother. And so they went around the room for each instrument. And I remember saying, I guess I'll settle for the sax, because one of my cousins, he played the sax. So I said, okay, I've seen that instrument. So I guess since I can't have percussion and drums, let me try the sax.
That's all right. You know, I like the drums too. Honest to goodness, I've had a little cheap
yes.
drum set when I was growing up. But even before then, listen, the Quaker oatmeal boxes and the cans,
Oh,
those were
great
drums.
sound.
Use your creativity to create. And that's
You know what I
do.
like what I like about the sax, and this may be an off the wall statement, but it's kind of like a cross between a woodwind and a brass instrument because of the reed.
absolutely.
So,
No, it
so what
is.
are you? Do you play alto, tenor, or soprano? What are you?
I am an alto man.
Okay.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay, so
that-
can you tell me what drew on you to be an alto man?
So of course that's like the first one you start out on, at least at my school, that was the first one that they would start you out on. And then from there you could try different ones in different bands and different courses. And so I did have the opportunity to try tenor for we did like a competition at one point in time. So I did get the chance to try the tenor. And then also I played the Barry, and major congrats or shout out to anybody that plays the Barry sax. Those things are so huge. I mean, it was just about as tall as me, and I hated carrying that thing on the bus.
Or
it was just
blowing it,
so
like-
big. Yeah, and I remember when I was playing in jazz band, I would play my part, and I kept waiting like, how come no one else is playing at the same time? And of course, years down the road, I realized how prevalent that Barry sax is in jazz music, and it is its own section, and it has its own rhythm. And so I definitely failed delivering
right.
the most important notes.
That's all right. You know what? I think you found your purpose in life. You know, you realize the gift that you have. And I know because I'm a comedian and a performer, so I know what it's like to stand on stage and you have people looking at you and you're looking at them. One time it was bad because I learned to not drink before you perform. So that day they was looking at me and I was looking at them, and I was wondering what was you looking at? but
you
I
see a
know
few more
that
people?
it's a great feeling when you know that you've made a difference in someone's life. When you know that you've moved someone. You know, the skill that you have with the saxophone, listen, you can put that on a resume and then say, I can woo, woo, woo if you want. And you would get it. You would get it because you're so versatile, and it pays off to be versatile because you can give the people what they want. You know what I mean? And if I can't give you what I want, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to go out there and you wouldn't even know it. You know?
Oh, yes.
But Mike Williams on the sax. 2013, you're a graduate of one of my favorite colleges. I want you to know, BGSU.
Oh, one of your favorite. Okay.
Hi,
yes,
Ziggy.
that's what
Hi,
I'm talking
Ziggy.
about.
Listen.
Zumba. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Oh,
and,
yeah. BGSU. Love it.
And Smooth Tim is he's from BG, so we know what it's like. And I've lived, 7 years in BG.
Yeah, when you said Bowling Green, that's why we, at the very beginning, when we were first conversating before the show, said, "Oh, we'll get you with that."
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, my goodness.
So you like boring? I mean,
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green. I am so sorry.
no,
I'm so sorry.
Now we lived over by the city park forever and ever and ever. So yeah, we was
I like Bowling
right where
Green.
we are.
right by the golf course. So we lived there for ever.
Oh yeah,
I love Bowling Green.
it's a very unique town,
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, of course, the town revolves around the university, and it brings in so many people from not only this state but people from all over the world.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
They
It's
come in and-
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they have a beautiful international program.
Yes.
And I really love even a lot of the programs that they're doing now on campus are really great. And they, keep all the students involved, and they'll do outdoor activities. And
I love it.
They're
They're constantly expanding and doing things. So
And you have to explain that the university outnumbers the townies.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They do. I mean, the students really, in a sense, kind of run town.
Yep.
that's all right, but I love Bowling Green. Bowling Green taught me how to actually get the appropriate amount of sleep because, the town pretty much closes down by 7:15, 7:45.
Downtown opens up about 10.
Yeah, I was going to say, downtown.
Yeah, so I'm like.
The nightlife
yeah,
opens.
But it's all right. But listen, Mike, coming from over 20 years experience, and that's multi-talented experience. At what point did you really take this serious? What point did you take serious and began performing?
There were kind of two pivotal moments that happened in life. I think one was, after I transitioned and came to college, I was trying to just learn more about myself, learn more about what I enjoyed, what I liked. And I'll never forget, kind of having that first initial showcase to the university, in a sense, from like the talent shows and different events that they had through multicultural affairs. And I'll never forget, someone pulled me to the side and they said, "Hey, we have this big banquet at the end of the year. Are you willing to perform for it?" And, I was pretty busy with exams and that type of thing. And they pulled me again to the side and said, "Hey, we have this budget and this money, we have to spend it. So again, do you want to do this?" And, so I learned very quickly, okay, you can actually, make a buck or two doing this. And,
Right.
and I think for me, there was kind of like a light switch that went off in my head that just showed me that not only can you have something that you're passionate about, but you can also get a little something in return,
Absolutely.
from a compensation standpoint.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
You asked
not
him,
at all.
You asked him about attending BGSU.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you have Dr. Sampson?
I did not.
You know who we talking about?
You said Dr. Say it one
Sampson,
more time.
John Sampson.
I did not know.
I think he's music director or something.
He's in the music department. Him and his wife.
This is one of my favorite parts. Everyone always 100% believes that I was a music major. And I'm gonna throw you a plot twist.
Wait a minute.
I majored in business management.
And that's, but you know what? That's good for even you right now in the music industry.
I had assumed,
absolutely.
since you was a musician. See, there we go. What do they say about the word assume? Well, there you go.
I now I did have a small connection with the College of Music, and that was through, I did a minor in musical recording technology.
That's funny.
So that was all about, the history of recording and recording techniques. And of course, I did do marching band my freshman year as well. But outside of that, that was the only involvement that I truly had. Yeah. And,
so have you really had any, let's call it professional instruction? I guess maybe from your family, but outside of that, have you ever had any real professional instruction? You just natural?
I guess we can lean a little bit more towards natural. I did, of course, with the classical piano lessons, the vocal lessons when I was younger. And then I did take private lessons through the saxophone teacher or saxophone player at our church, Ed Sax Thomas. And I'm sure we'll talk about him at some point as well. But outside of that for the most part is about it.
That's all right. That was real
Yes.
funny when you say, most people think that I went to school.
Wasn't that?
You can
I
open up
get it
your
all the time.
shows. Yeah, open up your shows talking
College
about
of
that.
Business.
Like,
I'm sorry, I went to business school. It's all
I
about
get
the
that
business.
all the time. Yeah, all the
that's all
time.
right.
And another kind of branch off from that too is I did at one point audition for the jazz band at BGSU, and for whatever reason I was just really into playing from the soul, and I stepped away from really reading music and sheet reading music, and definitely so that was kind of an interesting audition to say. And so I did not make that jazz band, and so that kind of sparked me to start my own group on campus.
Maybe it wasn't for you. It was to open your eyes in another way. So I mean, let's
Absolutely.
face it. You have been blessed to work on the stage with some of music industry's best, and I'm going to ask you from your career thus far, who's been most influential? Who's some of the influential people that's been in your life? I know the family, but go outside the family.
Yes, I have to first start out with Ed Sax Thomas from Cincinnati, Ohio. He has just from seeing him growing up in the church playing, and then also he kind of took me under his wings when I was in high school, and he allowed me to sit in with his group. And whenever they did any live performances around town, at least once or twice a year, he'd let me sit in and just kind of get a feel for what it felt like to play with a full, band, and to kind of get that crowd interaction and start to learn some of those infant, stages of learning to read a crowd and engage with a crowd. And so I think that was extremely helpful. And I've met so many people here in Northwest Ohio. I think Northwest Ohio is a gold mine as far as musicians and artists. One other name I definitely want to mention is I've had the chance to work and sit in with Ramona Collins, and she is just an incredible singer. And same with her too. I mean, I love the way that she works the crowd, love the way that she just puts on a show and makes it fun and exciting. And I love every chance that I get, the opportunity to sit in, and she knows that I'm the same way too. And I don't really necessarily read the sheet music, but she's okay with that. She just says, "Hey, just go up there, have a good time, and let's have some fun in the name of music."
That's what's up. That's what's up, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Those are great people,
Yeah.
but I see bigger picture even for you just from what I've checked out when it comes to you, but now. From those that has been influential, what about our youth, or what about someone who is just starting out in the music industry? So out of those influential people, what's a piece of advice that you can share that stuck with you that you can share with someone else?
I think one of the biggest things that I've learned as of recently is you have to run your race and play your game. That is a phrase that it came out by accident a couple weeks ago, and someone pointed and said, "Wait a minute, say that again." And I think that's just kind of the secret to just being successful in music or whatever it is that you do. You are here to do what you do. You can't pay attention to what other people are doing.
Absolutely.
You're going to move at a different pace than everybody else, and that's okay.
It's just like stay in your lane.
You know what
Absolutely.
that reminds me of is, and I just heard this, and this is about a month ago that I came across that, was Notorious Business Instead of Game. But you always wondered what BIG was about. Well, it's
Talk about Notorious B.I.G., what the B.I.G. stands for.
And I'm like, you know what? And you duplicated.
Look, wait a minute now. That's a white man telling you that. You heard me? Notorious B.I.G. The B.I.G. stands for what?
Business instead of game.
Business instead of game. You know what? I didn't even know that. You heard?
And it makes a lot of sense. It
That's
makes
right.
sense.
Tell them
something new.
Tell them
That's what it's all about.
That's what's up.
That's, it's, yeah, I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's unique. And I think the other important thing that I would be remiss not to mention is you have to have fun.
Right.
You have to have a good time. Like, life is too stressful. There's too much going on. Who cares? Just have fun. You know me, I'm a super happy, jolly person.
Right.
And I mean, I wouldn't have life any other way. And so I think for any young, the next generation of musicians or artists or creatives, just have fun in everything that you do, and you'll be okay.
And you know what? That is the best and the truest advice right there, because believe it or not, there are some, it doesn't matter what you do, musician, artist, whatever, that's doing their work and is so unhappy or can't stand it, just got to do it to pay that bill only. And, then you have those out there that is haters, because they don't really want to see you step up and succeed and continue doing like you're doing. But,
Absolutely.
And that's why it's important to stay into your own lane. But just like on these highways, you have crazy drivers, people that still want to come and bump in on your thing. But you seem very focused and doing your thing, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Queen had talked a little bit earlier about, talking to the younger kids, and other saxophonists that we have talked to in the past kind of brought up some of the hardest things while you're developing yourself into the saxophone was the jaw.
Oh, yes.
What does that really mean, and what do you say to young players who are saying, I can't play, but you need to exercise? It's like any other thing.
Yeah, you've got to exercise. I think one of the biggest things that I will say is I am notorious for not practicing like I should. I'll be the first to tell anybody that I rely so heavily on my ears. I rely so heavily on adrenaline and that crowd interaction. But no matter what, that same feeling like when you first start playing, if you ever take a long pause or a long break in between performing or playing, you'll have that again. So I guess the easiest thing to say is don't stop.
It's
kind of like,
wait. See, Tim plays the guitar, so I know that when he plays, you get the calluses. So that's part from playing the guitar. Now, from playing the saxophone, What is it that you get? Do you get callus in your mouth? No. What happens to you?
Yeah. So first of all, I mean, you feel it in your cheeks for sure. Like it's kind of like a soreness.
Your
if you don't work it
muscles.
out, yeah, it's kind of sore. I've actually had before like cuts in the mouth as well. And I don't know how the science of how that happens, but it just can happen, if you don't
You
practice.
was just jamming that night. You was just.
I would think it could be even from the sound waves or the vibrations that you're creating.
Yeah, and it's like if you, and that's kind of the importance of keeping that repetition of practicing and keeping up with it. Or if you gig a lot or perform a lot, keeping that repetition of performing a lot, because you get that soreness inside the cheeks. You can get it on your lips. I think I've even before kind of seen some weird things happen with the tongue before too.
Right.
And because you're pressing it against the the wooden reed. And
Some
that
women is reading
too.
that different right now. They're like, and sometimes in the tongue, and he press, and he press it. I'm just.
Silvy, behave yourself.
Oh
No.
Mike, you talked a little bit about the gig scene. What is the gig scene like right where you're at? He's laughing.
That
He's
is,
like,
I know, it's so funny. I'm glad you keep me on track because I was short enough. Gary start telling us about last night.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying for me, but I know how some people think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all I'll say is Valentine's Day weekend, they're gonna enjoy the single that's coming out. I'm just leave it right there.
Oh, well, then we must connect it then.
Yeah, that's you see, it worked out perfectly, and single is last night. So yeah, Valentine's
So
Day
listen,
weekend.
let's get ready for a performance because I am so ready. We are in the holiday season, so you are going to perform something holiday-ish for us all. And so while you get ready, I'll let people know that this is a multi-talented inspirational saxophonist that plays jazz, R&B, pop, oldies, funk, fusion, indie rock, and gospel. Hey, that's some versatility, and he's available for anything. We've been in Texas, so in Texas, we've seen them perform at pizza clubs, in the aisles of convenience stores.
In a convenience store aisle next to the cooler for beer.
Absolutely. They've done comedy. They've done anything.
You know
so
what?
When you
I was going to ask him when he was talking about, gigging and stuff, what it was, what is the scene like in Bowling Green nowadays? And I mean, I don't know if they allow busking, which is kind of like.
I was interested in the busking.
So we'll get to that.
That's a good question to put. But he's doing it all, and he's available to perform at your occasion, your event, your party, your job, corporate, all of that, and it's very worth it because let me tell you, the saxophone is so relaxing. Music in general is good for the body, no matter what type of.
Wouldn't that be
music.
nice and smooth for a Christmas party?
Yes,
You like that?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't that be nice and smooth for a
Absolutely,
Christmas
even for a
little bit of
dinner party.
jazz?
And I'm telling you, I know for a fact that Mr. Mike Williams on the sax puts the GR in grind right up here in Northwest Ohio. I mean, performing, getting it in, and that's what you have to do. All right, here we go. He's getting set up. You good? All right. As I present to you, Mike Williams on the sax.
We need to get him some sound and sound.
There it is.
Oh, we are rocking and rolling.
All right. Here we go. Go for it. on Mike Williams on the sax, everybody. Yes, indeed.
Well, wow.
Doing it up. If
That was really,
didn't-
well, that was nice and smooth.
If that didn't make you want to go grab some eggnog and sit back and enjoy some
Kick your
Mike
foot up by the
Williams on the
fire.
sax, yes, indeed. I don't
Yeah, I
have
like mellow music like that.
that is so nice and wonderful. When he comes back, we're gonna get that audience again, cause that was very good. Where'd that audience go?
Hang on a second here.
Yeah, that's it too.
Oh, thank you,
There
thank
go
you.
that audience. Mike, I charge my audience up every night before, so they is ready to go. Just so you know.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so
That
much.
was very, very good. You are one talented guy, and I see why. You say you don't practice all the time, and you don't have to, because you know what it is that you do, and you spoke about how your cheeks get sore sometimes, so you can obviously handle it. I mean, you have your regimen and your the way that works for you, But how'd you find your own style and how'd you find your style to play, or in other words, how would you define your style of playing the saxophone?
For me, it's all about smooth. It's all about smooth, silky smooth.
Why, thank you very much, Mike.
That's a nice
got you
compliment.
covered.
Thank you,
know
sir.
I got you covered.
Wonderful
And
compliment.
anything that I can get that just feels nice, that feels relaxing. The other thing is just pouring my heart and soul into it. So one of the comments a lot of people always tell me is, hey, I never see you really get mad, or I never see you get angry, or never see you lose it. And I take all of those emotions, all of those feelings, and pour it into the sax. And no matter what goes in, that kind of silky, smooth, relaxing sound for some reason always seems to come out. And it's definitely been one of those things. I think we always kind of search for our sound, and
Right.
it's a never ending search and that type of thing. But I feel like I keep getting maybe one step closer each and every day.
That's what's up. You're not a
Thank
quitter.
you.
And but
Oh,
music,
yes, no.
music is an interesting therapy. I mean, I can be so super pissed and grab the guitar and sit down and get lost in whatever I'm doing, right? And
Yes.
I forgot exactly what that pissed off is gone. I don't even know what started it. It's gone.
Yeah. It seems to happen just like that every time.
So,
Yeah.
Mike, you didn't hear as you were getting ready to play the sax that I was letting people know, in my opinion, you put the GR in grind, because I see you I see your schedule. I mean, you're constantly busy. You got that grind, that hustled on, and that's what you have to do. You can't just wait all the time for someone to call you. You got to get out there and let them know that you are here, you are doing it. But we've been going through over the last year this COVID. How did you adjust to the challenge or even the impact of COVID-19?
Oh my goodness. I love this so much. So the quickest way to do it, because I get so animated and so excited. Quickest way to do it is in 2018. That's when I made my full transition to a full-time musician. And so I was excited. I was ready to go. And then I finally kind of started to get my footing and felt like, okay, here we are. I think we've got something special here. And then obviously, the pandemic happened. And the first couple of weeks of that was very rough, because it felt like everything that I had worked for just kind of went straight down the drain. I kept getting phone call after phone call of canceled performance, canceled gig, canceled show, all those types of things. And so I knew I had to move and shift somehow, and I didn't know how. And I said, okay, we have to pray about this, and we have to see what's going to happen. And one of the biggest things I felt was this gravitational pull to go back and acquire another degree. And so during that entire time, I went back to BGSU again and earned my master's and got my MBA in business. And so for me, that kind of helped me to kind of think a little bit differently and a little bit more in a long-term sense, I guess. Mm-hmm. And from that, I knew at some point things will open back up. And so when it opens up, I want to be ready. I don't want to have to get ready or try to relearn. And so I had a lot of opportunities to perform outside during like in parking lots for drive-through events that people had.
All right.
There was a lot of just love that Northwest Ohio showed as far as supporting local artists and just giving us any opportunity that we could safely perform. And so that kind of, in a sense, helped me keep my chops up while I was in grad school. And I knew, like I said, once things opened up, that people would be ready for music and entertainment. But just the camaraderie that, everyone has given since things have kind of opened up. I mean, I know we're kind of going backwards a little bit right now, but still as things have semi been opened up, people have just had a more of an appreciation for music, more of appreciation for food and entertainment, and just all things outside of work. That's great. So, that's really been a blessing for me to be able to, just experience and see all the love that everyone has to share.
That's what's up.
That's interesting.
That's
now, quick question. Now, did you have to pick up any side hustles, while the pandemic was going on, and also when it comes to like busking around town?
You heard of busking before?
I'm not familiar with busking.
Opening up your sax case and just sitting there playing, people throw in change.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, I'm there with you now. Yes. So kind of like those drive-through events that really helped. It's kind of like a side hustle. As well, I did do several Facebook Lives, and people were just very generous, and they really helped, just kind of carry not only myself but other folks as well. And so all of those things really helped. And I just kind of had that tunnel vision, and I just knew, okay, here's what we have to meet. Doesn't matter how I get it, we've got to just make these things happen. And
see?
Yeah.
I said GR and grind. That's how you grind.
Oh, you were blessed.
That's
Sounds like you came out of A-OK.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And I think one of the other things that was just helpful is just the support from not only friends and family, but also the church I played for too. I played for a Family Baptist church in Toledo.
That's what's up.
And I'll never forget getting that phone call from the pastor. And he said, I don't care what happens. You call this number, you call me, if it ever gets to that point, you dial this number. And, so there was just a lot of support in that way. And, for any believers out there, I knew we were going to have to make it somehow. And we most certainly did. So I was appreciative of that.
Well, that's a good
for the busking, to answer that question too, that's been something that I've never really ventured too much into per se. I think that, that's an incredible way to not only get your name out there.
Yeah, that networking is unbelievable.
Well,
Yep.
some have it blessed in a way where they don't have to, and some go that way. I mean, for different reasons, because Rod Stewart, that's how he got popular. He started out as a busker, and we've met Miguel Montalban is a guitarist over in Spain. Phenomenal.
Oh, yes.
He's huge, and he got to start that way. So, you
Absolutely.
do whatever and go your own path.
If you love your craft, you'll do what it takes.
That's it. I love
legally.
that. Yes.
Yeah, legally.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna
make sure that
stay on this side.
So listen, the demands of the music industry has changed substantially. We all know this. Everybody's impacted, but the music industry is too. I remember decades back, the in thing was getting signed to a contract, because then you had them to represent you. But nowadays, we artists, independent, indie is what's up. You are your own recording manufacturer, you promote and sell and do your own work. Is that you? Where are you at?
Editor, producer, the whole thing.
Yeah,
right?
Would you sign to a label, or you want to carry on independently?
I think one of the biggest things for me is I have an entrepreneurial mindset. I can't shake it. I mean, there's times where I'm up all night just thinking about just different business ideas and different things. And, I think that's just something that it's just in my veins. It's running in my blood.
Oh, yeah. And you have the schooling for it, too.
Yeah. Have the schooling.
You want
for
to
it
maintain 100% ownership of your property, and you ain't trying to share it. You feel me?
Yeah. My goal and my saying has been to maintain as much ownership and control for as long as possible.
I know that's right.
And and because that's one thing, we always hear it where people want to buy back something, or they lost something that they want to gain. And so we've been seeing this years and years. And so, it's just a blessing now to be able to be in a position where we can, have a little bit more control.
Absolutely.
Even if we don't have the same notoriety or the same following. But for me, it's always about, making sure that one person that is there present or that's listening online or wherever, want to make sure that they feel that they're special, and that they know that I hear them and I see them.
Absolutely.
And so that's really what it comes down for me, is just servicing and trying to make life a little bit better, inspiring a few people if I can, and relaxing you if I can.
You do all of that. All of that.
I have a two-part question for you, Mike.
Oh, I love it.
What is your dream stage to play on? And secondly, who is the dream artist and or band you would love to perform with?
Wow. Okay. This is, first of all, a well-constructed question. I'm just going to go for the quickest, easiest answer that I can think of now. There's something special about the Aretha Franklin amphitheater in Detroit, right there on the water. I know that they just changed that name to that name, but oh my goodness, I've seen a few concerts there in the summer, and that is just an incredible stage. And I love, when you're playing, or you see people playing, and they've got the boats in the background, and everyone's just having a good time. And to me, that's the essence of music. Like that's what it's all about. And I think as far as when you say what group or band I'd like to play with, that's a tough one. I have so many people that I look up to, so many people that I enjoy and that I like. I know recently, just this past week or a week ago, I just saw Kenny G for the first time.
Oh man, yeah.
Heck of a show. I've never seen that experience. And,
nice photo that'll keep that motivation going.
Oh my gosh, yes. That just there, and I think one of the things I loved about their band in particular, his band, was it sounded like the record. I mean, every instrument that you hear in the song, it was played live, and they had like a 5-piece band behind them, and I was just amazed that they were able to do so many different things.
Practice.
So yes, a lot of practice. So I think if I could, it would be really cool to do. I know that they used to do these different concerts where they bring all these artists together, like Kirk Whalum, Boney James, and they just have all of these different artists just playing and having a jam session together. I can't remember the name of what those shows were called, but I think a stage like that would be a whole lot of fun.
Here, I thought you was gonna say I would love to play Cincinnati Jazz Festival.
That's that is so.
He's like past Cincinnati Jazz Festival right now.
That is also a really big one. That's a really big stage. For some reason, I think there's something where when we're really, really close to home, it's real easy. It's real safe. And I think for me, I'm in a mindset where being away from home has kind of pushed me and forced me to kind of grow and
that is the truth.
That's true.
You need to get outside your box, or we call it a circle of influence.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And do your thing.
That's exactly what we
absolutely.
did. Mm-hmm,
yeah.
absolutely.
So that is a huge stage. I will not say that isn't. That's a huge stage.
Well, listen, you've been busy and blessed here in Northwest Ohio. I see so much big things for you. I am so wishing you all the luck. I know that you have some more dates set up. Tell me about the holiday EP, 15 Minutes of Christmas, and how we can all get on with that.
Yes. So 15 Minutes of Christmas, first of all, is so special to me. It's a concept that originally started, I guess, quite some years ago, and put it away and never thought about it again. And I felt like I would be, remiss if I went through the holidays in 2021 after the year and a half that we've had and didn't put out anything holiday oriented.
I know.
So it's just, I just want to give people an escape for 15 minutes. I just want to borrow 15 minutes of your time, take you to a magical place, we're going to get a little bit emotional. Mary, did you know? But we'll pick things back up with Jolly Old St. Nicholas and Carol the Bells.
I love
and
it.
of course, the song I performed live, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That's what it's all about. It's about spending time with family and friends and our loved ones. And again, coming off of all of the things that we're dealing with in life, it's just nice to be able to just sit back, relax, pour up a glass of wine, pour you up a hot cup of cocoa, and sit by that, nice fireplace and just relax. So that's kind of where that came about. You can stream it. You can download it on all media platforms. Mike Williams on sax. I just keep it all simple. My name, Mike Williams, and then on sax.
Right.
Yeah, from any of your favorite places. I did have some physical copies of CDs. Those have all sold out for this season. But yes, which has been absolutely a blessing. That's been incredible. So the support has been unbelievable. And if you'd like to listen to that, feel free, on YouTube, Apple, wherever you go.
Well,
and,
if you in Northwest Ohio area, you still have a chance, don't you, to catch it live?
You do.
Where are you going to be?
So the remaining portions of the 15 Minutes of Christmas tour of Northwest Ohio, we've got on, I believe we're all the way to tomorrow now, or to Wednesday. So you can catch me at Poco Loco out there in Toledo, Ohio on Adams Street. I'll be there 6:30 to 8:30, and as well, immediately following that, I'm gonna hustle back to Bowling Green, be playing the Hump Day Review, and that'll be held at Stone's Throw, the tavern, Irish Tavern, and that'll be
across from the old hotel.
Oh yeah,
catty corner to the old Milligan.
Oh yeah. Yep,
he's been in Bowling Green for a minute. He knew what I was talking about.
just a little bit.
That's
I can't do too much history, but I can do that.
When I talk about the building, it's no longer there. You've been there for a minute.
No. Yeah.
Well, you know what? If they can also go to your website. I didn't want to cut off you guys in the Bowling Green talk unless I'm going to go get some pizza.
Oh yeah.
Unless we got to go get some miles.
Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely. Well, I loved Miles. It's not there anymore.
I know. When Chip moved, I was all heartbroken.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
But I'm there 10:30 to 11 tomorrow, and then I am so excited to cap off the entire 15 Minutes Christmas tour. There's gonna be a Facebook live stream, so you could go right to my Facebook page, Mike Williams on Sax. Collaborating with Bigfoot Studios, is located. Yeah, they're located in Waterville, Ohio. And they've been doing this actually every single Thursday since the beginning of the lockdown.
Waterville, Ohio.
Waterville, Ohio.
Little Waterville, Ohio, for real.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Good for them.
Oh, yeah. And so they've been doing a Facebook live stream ever since the start of the pandemic, just to allow people to.
That's great.
Give them something.
Absolutely.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Absolutely. Yep. Every single Thursday. And it's a really good time. So, and they asked me to be part of their holiday edition.
Well, that is so outstanding. And, you can also go to your website for other merchandise and to get caught up and get connected on any music that you have out there available. What is your website?
Absolutely.
And tell everybody while you're at it, how you can be followed on social media and contacted for any booking.
Absolutely. So I love this part. Absolutely love it. There were 6 of me in high school, so I had to do something that was different. So Mike Williams on sax, you type that into Google, it's going to take you to wherever you want to go. On any social media platform, you'll find me as well. The website is mikewilliamsonsax.com. And of course, we do have t-shirts. We have long sleeve t-shirts as well. Sweatshirts available on the website. And of course, two CDs, 2 EPs that you can purchase as well directly right there at mikewilliamsonsax.com.
That's what's up. I sure appreciate our conversation today on the show, and I look forward to so much more. I'm going to go out with The Truth, right?
Ooh, yes.
Tell me about this song.
Oh, my goodness. So The Truth was one of the first songs I ever wrote. And growing up, the truth was always the highest, for whatever reason, it was the highest compliment you could give something. Like you would say that food is the truth or that person's the truth. And so I felt really good about this song. And so the first time I officially performed it was at the Ohio Theater in Toledo, originally in 2018. And so to honor that same momentous moment, I recorded the video and shot the video there in the historic Ohio Theater.
I'm trying to think. Ohio Theater, is that on LaGrange?
Oh, it's on LaGrange.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely. So, a little bit of incorporate some Toledo history in there.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes. You know what? It really has been a pleasure to have you on the show, Mike. I'm telling you, I've learned some things and I enjoyed our conversation. I totally look forward to sharing some more goodness of Mike Williams on the sax. Y'all better look that up. It's easy to remember. Mike Williams on the sax. Hey, because listen, music is everything. I am totally on all music. I love music, and the saxophone and the gift that you bring. Listen, you can walk into a facility, a bar, restaurant, whatever, and some people come through that door with so much on mind. You don't know what they're going through, what's going on in their life, but that sax, that music can surely relax and calm, bring you to some stability and sense of whatever you came through that door going through. So, you are like glue and a gift to so many people wherever you go. It doesn't matter if you go into the convenient or Kroger's and you're playing right there the entranceway. You are making someone's day. You are helping someone. You feel me? And you guys go and check out Mike Williams on the sax and continue this, because not just for the holiday, he has genoise for everything. He aims to please. He is available for you. Listen, what if someone called you and they want you to come to perform at their event and it's not in Northwest Ohio? You gonna travel? You willing to do that?
Yes, I am. Yep, willing to travel. Same thing that at the on the bottom of the website. There's a contact us tab. Feel free to contact me, and I'll come on out there.
That's what's up.
That's part of the nice part of being an artist independently. Yeah, you
that's
can
right.
Get gigs in Cali and Florida and anywhere. I mean,
that's
come on,
right.
man.
That's right.
Oh, absolutely.
That's right. All right, let's go out with this here. Before we do, I want people to know you can follow Queen Silvy, the Queen Silvy Show, anywhere. Just simply Google us in short or in your favorite, wherever you are viewing this. We are everywhere. But you can also go and get yourself signed up to the Queen Silvy Show Friends Club, where we always give away gifts. We always tell you things we don't tell you live on air, as well as get yourself signed up and be a contestant to play Sylvia Mid, the fun word guessing game we do every Tuesday. We cut it out for the month of December because we gave all the cash away. We gave away all the cash for all year. For 10 months, we were like throwing cash at people.
We thought we were rolling in it until people started hitting.
So I looked down in the well.
Feels.
Yeah, but we're coming back in January with even bigger, better prizes. So get yourself contacted with that. Spread the word if you have not signed up for the Queen Silvy Show channel on YouTube. We will appreciate that as well. Smooth, how about you?
Hey, you can follow me on all those social media sites. Occasionally, you'll find me on the post office wall if I haven't taken care of that one yet.
Not anymore.
Whatever. But hey, follow us. The easiest way, go to www.thequeensilvershow.com and just get on our emailing list. That's the simplest way then. Figure out what the hell we're doing, because we don't know sometimes ourselves. We got to check on our website.
That's right. And listen, before I forget, because I do honor everyone who sent in their shout-outs, that I'd like to give a couple shout-outs, if I will, to Joan Mercer, Aaliyah, Asia, Maya, Tay, and Camille. Shout-out to Queen Kaki, Queen Sonia, Queen Shanika, Queen Brianna, Queen Alana, and Queen Precious. Shout out to Tracy and Matt and the girls, to Ryan Kelly and the boys, to Pat Wilhelm McGiffin, Renita Easley Gold, Rosa, to Amy Kanima, that is out of South Africa, to Webster Rito, Hostile Flow, a phenomenal rapper out of Johannesburg, South Africa.
Yeah, they got some real problems down there, don't they?
Yes. To my good queens over in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross, shout out to you. Out of Italy, Lorenzo Gabaniza, shout out to you as well. If you'd like a shout out, please, for yourself or someone that you know willing and deserving to be represented on the Queen Silvy Show, please send us a message at queensylvy@comic.com. Go to the website, thequeensylvyshow.com, or message us wherever you are viewing or listening to the Queen Silvy Show right now. Listen, hey, this is a terrific Tuesday for the Queen Silvy Show. Tune in for a wonderful Wednesday and Tim's Tidbits at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m.
Eastern
Standard Time, and Thursdays for the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your time zones, if you will. We're going to go out with the phenomenal Mike Williams on the sax and his latest and greatest, The Truth.
So until next week, same Queen time, same Queen station.
That's right.
We'll holla.